And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome to another round of 16 match here in the PiGosaur Monday number 20. We have our series. We're jumping in mid-series even and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of El Dorado. We have our South Korean Zerg player, the Blue Zerg, representing Gaiman Gladiators. It is SHIN, leading the series 1-0. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player from land of Taiwan. It is Nice. Here we go. And if you're in the chats, you know what time it is. It is Gamma time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Again, we are jumping in mid-series, and SHIN already has a lead. I want to believe that Nice can pull a fast one over on him, but again, SHIN is going to be the favorite player, so best of luck to Nice as we jump into game number 2. Again, we barely missed out on game 1 by a couple of seconds, so a little bit smudge. We did barely miss out on it, but at least we're here for the rest of the series. And as a reminder, for some greater context, the two players here are going into Cure. Cure is going to be waiting for the winner of both SHIN and Nice. Meanwhile, oh my god, big shout out to Wiki666. God, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs to the community. Thank you so much for the support. We do appreciate it. Gifted subs to Adept, Gellis, Aptem TV, Chatty Waddy, and Alberian as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. Always do appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. So generous today. So generous. Thank you. As we settle into this, again, as was even mentioned in the chat to complete, yes, Nexus First. Was a Nexus First here by Nice. Bold move, very greedy build from our Protoss player, and he should get away with it. Bearing in mind that SHIN is going Hatch Gas Pool, standard opener out of our Zerg player, so it doesn't really have any way to really punish his opponent here. Nice should be able to open up and get away with the initial greedy build. Does wall off with that Cybercore. And I believe with this wall-off is going to be able to even mine through these minerals and take the triangular third base instead later on. That is something you can accomplish here by rolling up. Speaking of expanding towards the triangular third base, we have SHIN doing the same. SHIN, he does mine through those minerals. He does gain access towards that expansion. Does gain access to the triangular third. Go. See, hatchery has been thrown down. Likewise, Stargate opener out of Nice. Now, coming into this map, we have seen players go Stargate into Fleet Beacon into Skytoss before. The reason why I bring this up is just because of the greedy opener, because of the full wall-off, because of the expanding towards your opponent as well. I'm curious if that's going to be the play. What I will say, though, as both players expand towards each other, is that does reduce the rush distance by ground. The rush distance by ground becomes insanely... You can see here, from third base to third base, one screen to divide the two, so very close here by ground. And because of that, aggression and all-ins are favored. It is going to be a Void Ray opener. The Void Ray is designed to hunt down these overlords and to keep SHIN in the dark, but I'm concerned about the expanses of choice, and I'm concerned about the potential all-in, potential aggression. Things they poke in. Again, full wall. So links are denied entry. Expansion is taken. And the Overlord does attempt to scout. So we do have a safety Roach Warren on the way. Void Ray is revealed. Scout is denied. And we'll see where Nice goes from here. He can go for, again, a Fleet Beacon, a second Stargate. He can go for an earlier Twilight Council. He can go for a Forge. He can go for a standard game. Ooh, that is a Robo follow-up. Okay. Interesting. Now, if we see a Twilight Council, this looks like an Archon-based opener. It'd be Robo into Twilight Council, into Temple Archives, into Archons and Storm. This Robo opener, though, if we don't go for an earlier Twilight Council, this could be the setup for Immortals, maybe even like a second Robo into like a 3-base all-in, or even 2.5-base all-in. I'm curious where this takes us. Ooh, Robo into Forge, into Twilight Council. Okay. I'm still leaning towards Archons. That's a second Void Ring. Second Void Rays on the way. Shin, he is amassing Lings as we speak. That's a lot of Lings in production. 28 Lings on the way. And he's just going for the... Yeah, he's going for the all-in. As we mentioned, rush distance by ground is very short. I mean, it doesn't take long at all. I mean, we're already almost there. The Queens are already almost at the base. This is what I was worried about with the expansion. And we'll see if Nice can embrace his build. He's going for the Bay into Colossus production, but it's too little too late. The army is soon to arrive. Queens are spotted. As Shin is just going for a Ling Queen waddle across the map, going for the all-in. Lings, they hit the natural. Shield Barrier's on the way, but it's too late. Late response here. Pulsar Beam was activated. Lings are dealt with. So far, buying time. Good response here by Shin. Sorry, by Nice. But the wall is under fire. The wall is going to break. And the Queens, they're marching in. Oh my god, the border takes a lot of hits. Stalker goes down. The wall is saved. We have a secondary wall behind this. So far, Nice. He's holding. He's surviving. Oh god, but the Void Rays are so low. And this third base, it should be broken. Likewise, Nice. He mined through the entire wall. So now there's an opening into the natural. There's no choke point. Lings, they flood in. Now we have a third Void Ray through. 3 Void Rays up and running. Stasis goes up. And again, Nice buying time, defending as best he can. How about Lings to get into the main? They slip into the main base. Boys are being pulled. Mining is being denied. And then the third expansion is being broken regardless. Borders, they do top up on the shields. Oh, one Void Ray goes down. Gets one Void Ray, gets a second. Colossus has arrived. Lings are going for the expansion. Stasis will save the Queens. Oh my god. And now the Lings, they collapse on top of the Colossus. Can they bring it down? They can at least get the Stalkers. Remember, there is no blink. Stalkers, they fall one after the other. Lings, they collapse on the Colossus. Up! Up! Oh my god, we do try to start a step back and forth. Can he survive? He's trying. He's trying to hold on. No, he cannot. Not like this. Will go down. And with that, Shin, he's doing too much. Now there is a second Colossus on the way. So Nice, he can survive. He's surviving with that Colossus. He's holding on. No, Void Ray goes down. And as the dust settles, Nice is going to survive on 2 bases with 1 Colossus. But what is Shin doing? Shin is expanding. He's double expanding, going for the gold base, going for the northern base as well. Getting a 4th, getting a 5th base. He has been drawing up. He's been saturating. Now it's all about surviving the counterattack. He's throwing down a wall of spine crawlers just in case. And he's going for the mutas, going for the spire. Honestly, this is a really smart move, considering there's no blink. Blink only just began. Likewise, there's a Stargate, but there's what? 1 Void Ray. There's not much anti-air. Oracle does confirm the bases. Overlords are going down. But the Spire has not been seen. And these mutas, they can wreak havoc. They can overwhelm. They can, and they most likely will. Again, it was a clutch defense out of Nice. It was impressive. He was able to just buy so much time at the third base. With the SimCity, with stasis traps. Likewise, he defended the initial wall. Well, it's not about that initial defense, not anymore. It is about the mutas. As there are 8 mutas on the way, plus 1 air attack as well. Shin is committing to mass muta. Just now to saturate the gold. Spine full as they move forward. Oh. To move in. 我下次不要着。There. On 3. Here we go. As mutas, they have arrived. They have arrived so far. The Archons do hold on. Phoenix production has begun. Mutas, they were found out. And so far, these mutas, they haven't done enough damage. Archons are keeping them at bay. I believe Blink is done. Oh. Muta's going to be forced back. back here. Oh! Catching out a Muta. Gets one. Strays against the Void Ray. Void Ray goes down. Likewise. Oh, does want that Oracle. Up! Barely doesn't get the Phoenix. Barely not. Behind this magic bug from the Archon. Oh my god, massive shock goes off. Tells how many. That's been 11 Mutas. 11 Mutas going down. Brutal loss there for SHIN. Not as worth it. And nice, he's holding, he's surviving. He's fighting back. Again, when we had seen the initial Spire tech, I assumed that we'd be going into the mineral lines and getting heroic damage. But alas, the Mutas that were found, they were scouted. Nice, he shut them down. And these Mutas had not been worth it. Not yet. Another 2 Mutas going down, another 3 Mutas even. SHIN trying to build up, trying to survive. Oh. Almost gets a Colossus. Now with that infestation bit on the way, I imagine it's going to be Ling Muta into Ultra. I imagine Ultra's going to be on the horizon. That would make the most sense here, but there's no upgrades for the Lings though. There are no upgrades. Oof. And Muta's just going to be, they're just getting bullied back. There's that Hive on the way. There's the Evo Chamber. It does look like we want to go into Ultras. Nice, he's holding on. Once again, catching Mutas. Once again, expensive losses here for SHIN. Dancing between the bases. We have +1 air attack on the way. Nice, he does finish Phoenix range. He's turtling up, he's surviving. Let's go. Now, I assumed that this was going to be Ultras, but we have Corruptors on the way, which means we could end up... I was going to say Corruptor into Broodlord, but here comes the main army. Nice, he breaks out. And the Mutas, they can barely touch this, not against all these Archons. And Muta's been being forced back time and time again. We have Lingbane on the way. And nice, he's going to be snowballing out of control. He breaks through the defensive line. He's trying to at least. Bailings are about to finish, though. That's a lot of Bailings. But against Archons, Bailings, they struggle. Hive is now complete. There's that Ultra Cavern. But again, these are going to be +1 Ultras. Like, the upgrades aren't really there. It's my biggest concern for them. Mutate the mineralize. Catch out the Colossus, not bad. Colossus goes down. Catching out those Phoenixes as well. Throwing them away. They get zoned. Oh no! Oh, that's nice. He does leave them unattended. Yeah, that's what, 4 Phoenixes falling. Massive pickoff. Nice getting to the mothership. Building up his Archons. Uses a strike once again. There they come. +2, +1 carapace, and Ultras. Ultras are in production. And that is finally going to be the answer to the ground army. Like, as of now, it feels like Nice could have tried to A move and just try to break the defensive line of SHIN, as SHIN had no answer to all these Archons, but now he does. Now enough time has passed, and he does have those Ultras. That is the answer. Lacking upgrades, but it is getting there. He is rotating around. Catch! Oh no! Catch the Phoenixes! Phoenix, they get caught out. Once again, Mothership has arrived. And again, I believe Nice, he has not really seen what's going on. He doesn't see the main army. The Ultras. There's only 2 of them, though. Again, not too many Ultras. Failings all crashing into Archons, not ideal. Rock's getting knocked down. Yeah, rough trade there for the Ling Bane. Yeah, Lings, they try to counterattack. Main army pushes through. They're coming from behind. They're going for the Mothership. Ultra collapses in. Ultra does get targeted. Mothership goes down. But SHIN is in trouble. Again, it was only 2 Ultras. That was a little bit surprised. We have 9 Ultras on the way, but he needs more time. SHIN, he needs those Ultras here and now. And they take a long time to produce. Likewise, they're going to trickle in one at a time. Natural's under fire. SHIN can't quite catch reinforcements. And yo, Nice. Has he done it? Has he broken through? Takes out the Natural. Ultras are backing up. They are backing up. Nice takes supply lead. Ultras, they try to collapse in. But they're being targeted one after the other. The Ultras, they need support on their own. They can't really do much. Decent fungal. We're down to 2. Down to 2 Ultras. Oh my god. Transfuse coming in. The transfuse. There's not enough. Not enough transfuse. And Nice, he's done it. Nice. He has done it. He breaks through the army. Breaks through the Ultras. Fungals are not good enough. Ultras are so squishy. They just go down one after the other. They only have +1 and kindness waiting. And with that, Nice, he does it. He breaks through the main army. He takes out all the queens. And he's going for the kill. Have a couple more Ultras on the way. But the Ultra Cabinet is gonna go down. No more Ultras. Nice, he does it. He's done it. Let's go. And GG gets called. Nice, he overwhelms SHIN, and he will tie up the series 1-1. We are going to the ace match. Whew. GG. We're going to the ace match. We're going all the way to game 3. And we'll see how this story ends. See how this story ends here. As again, the initial investment into mutas just wasn't worth it. In reality, it just wasn't worth it for SHIN. He invested into so many mutas, and he barely got any damage. He caught the Phoenixes, I suppose, but outside of that, didn't really get much done. And he was shut down. And now we're going to the ace match. We're going all the way to game 3. Ooh, game 3 is going to be on Arrowhome. Ultras instead of Lurkers. I mean, Ultras was the only real option there just because of his tech path. Going into Lurker from Ling Muta is a really difficult thing to do. That's why we did assume it was going to be Ultras from the beginning. The problem was just that the mutas hadn't done enough damage. If the mutas had been more effective, then the army would be smaller, then the Ling Ultra would work. It was just the lead up to it was lackluster. Was the problem there for SHIN. But here we go, we're getting to our next game, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Arrowhome, we have the blue Zerg player, the blue Zerg representing Gaiman Gladiators, being forced into the ace match. We'll see if he can recover, we'll see if he can bounce back and make it into the next round. It is SHIN. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player, the red Protoss from the land of Taiwan, tying up the series, potentially bringing down the last Zerg player in the tournament. We'll see if we can pull it off. It is Nice. Double checking here. Double checking the bracket, but I should reiterate, technically there are 2 Zerg players in the tournament. There is SHIN and there is Matt. Matt, of course, the French Zerg, is up against Creator. We have SHIN here up against Nice. Do we get a Zerg player in the quarterfinals? Best of luck. Best of luck, as SHIN, he opens up with a hatch block. Now again, this is not an aggressive build, this is not an all-in, it's just a hatch block here at the natural. Remember, there's no spawning pool, there's no gas, it is going to be a hatch into hatchery opener. Double hatch here out of SHIN, looking to disrupt and delay the build of his opponent. As we said, Lintus, welcome one and all to Errorhome. Errorhome is one of the smallest maps in the map pool, is a rush map, and known for aggression. So we'll see which of these two players is going to be the aggressor here, coming into that ace match. Who's it going to be? I mean, SHIN did attempt an all-in last game and did do a lot of damage with it. But again, like, just to reiterate, it was the Mutas that was lackluster. The Mutas, they barely got any economic damage. They killed like a handful of probes, if that. They were shut down by the Archons, by the Phoenixes. And they did allow that, or it meant that transition out of it was just so brutal for SHIN. As he was stuck with Mass Muta and he just wasn't achieving anything with it. Meanwhile, he attempts the gas steal. Alas, the probe is in position. Those that are curious, if you have a worker right next to the gas geyser, you actually can't create, the opposing player can't actually make a building because the worker does count as blocking the building, as the gas geyser is larger than the geyser. Sorry, the assimilator is larger than the gas geyser itself. So the extractor is larger than the gas geyser itself. So you can block it, and with that, the gas is now in control of Nice. Let's take it. SHIN behind this, going for his third base. Working towards link speed, does pull out of gas, so no Bane Bust, no Roach Rush, just link speed. Was though Link Bane had tier 1 upgrades, wouldn't Broodlords be possible? Broodlords would somewhat be possible there. It's just difficult just because it was already Mass Phoenix. So the few Corruptors that he would have had to invest into more Corruptors and waited for the Greater Spire. It was kind of an option, but a really risky option. I feel like it would have been it probably would have been a similar, if not the same outcome there. But that would have been an alternative. I don't know if it would be any more successful, but would have been an alternative. As long as they catch out the Adepts. Do catch him out. Oh, meanwhile, the wall to the wall. Oh, the wall is wide open. Stalker's going to go down. Warp Gate is not done. Pylon's going to fall, and okay, thankfully this is the Oracle. Thankfully. Whew. Oracle does arrive, it does break the pylon, and we're okay. Yo, if it wasn't for that Oracle, we would have been in a lot of trouble here, but nice, he does survive. He does hold. Does hold. You know what country Mute is from? Peru. Mute, he's the Peruvian Protoss player. From Peru. Peruano. Yeah, all good, all good. Stasis is going to be going off. Oh no! Oh, it does overextend. Yeah, Oracle goes down. Stasis is going to be targeted. And with that, SHIN, he does defend back at home. He shuts down the Oracle. Suddenly, Nice is in a worse position. Was not worth it here for that first Oracle. Moves out with the second. And hopefully he's able to redeem himself. But now going to be zoned away. It's going to be that Roach Warren follow-up into the lair. It's going to be forced back. SHIN being forced back. Second Stargate. That I was not expecting. Okay, so from here, there's no fleet beacon. So are we going Mass Oracle? We could be going Mass Oracle into +1 in charge. Yep, there we go. We are making 2 Oracles at a time. Now, this is a build that Hero did popularize maybe a year ago, maybe 2 years ago at this point. In recent time, to be fair. 2 years ago, I guess, being recent. But yeah, we are going Mass Oracle here, and this can catch a Zerg player off guard. Right now, there are 3 Oracles. That isn't the biggest of surprises. That is so far standard. Yes, one of them went down earlier, but it's not unlikely for that Oracle to be rebuilt. It's important, though, that Nice, he hides the other Oracles, such as that one's up with the Queens. And first Queen is going to fall. He gets 1, he gets 2. He gets the hell out of here. It does pull away. Going for the expansion. Can he force a cancel? Looks like he can. And he will. Denies the extension, pulls out, back at home, building up and hoarding more Oracles. And again, he should not reveal his hand. Not yet, not too soon. Now, typically, this goes into +1 into charge as a follow-up for charge and Mass Oracle, but I don't see a Twilight Council and I don't see +1. So this is a bit of a different kind of twist on things here, but nice. Again, Mass Oracle typically needs a supportive ground army as well, and we're not quite getting that. Ooh, now going for the Twilight Council and a Bay for Colossus, so it looks like we're just hard switching out of this. We're just switching out of Mass Oracle. Oracle's a threat in the main base. There are Hydras to defend. They can at least focus on the expansion once again, denying the 4th. Not bad. Denying the 4th base. Nice, does pull away. Does pull back. And because this Twilight Council is so late, because the upgrade is so late, because the Bay is so delayed, and it is in fact going to be charged, by the way, Nice is in trouble. SHIN, there's a big window of opportunity here. The problem with Mass Oracle, as you can see, is that we're running out of energy. Like, we have very limited energy to work with. We're throwing down stasis traps, so we have to be heavily reliant on these stasis traps to survive. Without them, SHIN can overwhelm. And SHIN is making his way towards the natural. Stasis is baited. Both stasis even. And here comes SHIN towards that natural. Is moving forward. Oh no! Stasis goes up, catches out 3 Hydras. Not the best connection. There's one more stasis, likewise going off as well. And SHIN, he is pushing in. And alas, Nice, that follow-up tech was just a little bit too delayed. Whether it would have been charged, whether it would have been Colossus, was delayed. Colossus has arrived. Hydras have rotated over towards the 3rd base. We have a wall of cannons. Uh-oh. With those cannons, can we hold on? Can Nice survive? Buying a little time here. First 2 cannons going to be falling. SHIN, he breaks through that defensive line, takes down the Oracles. Ooh, Colossus is exposed, and the Colossus does fall. GG gets called, and Nice is broken. SHIN will take the series 2-1. GG. GG, well played. Whew. As SHIN will claim the series. Cheeky build there out of Nice, but again, even though the Oracles did achieve some damage, even though he cancelled the 4th base twice, the ground army was late. The ground army was lacking, whether it was going to be faster Colossus or Storm or Charge Lots, regardless of what it would be, it was late there for Nice, and it did mean that he was vulnerable to that counterattack. And SHIN, he went straight for the kill. He went straight for the kill, straight for the throat. Did overwhelm. Congratulations. Congratulations here to SHIN as he will claim the series, but a shout out to Nice because he did force the ace match. He did make a series out of it. It was a very clutch one, and again, a really good performance out of Nice, especially on El Dorado. As that leads us into our next series. Up next, we have a fresh best of 3. SHIN versus Cure. Let's go. Let us go.